Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. It's always a pleasure for any of our followers, listeners, subscribers to get a chance to check us out and hang out with us. I'm extremely excited about this show. It's something I'm excited to talk about. And for the first time, the real estate experience is coming straight to you from Virginia. I'm your host, Travon Smith. Got a chance to, get a link up with my guy, Mr. Ryan. Him and his wife have Dreamstayhomes. They run Airbnbs. This is something we talk a lot about, out here in California with the water, the concerts and stuff like that. But with no further ado, I want to introduce Mr. Ryan of Dreamstayhomes. How you doing, man?
Doing pretty good.
Definitely.
It's 10:30 over here, so.
Hey, I appreciate every moment you have for us because I know you're on Eastern Standard Time. Like I said, we're talking all the way from Virginia, so I appreciate you for hanging out with us. Tell me a little bit about you and your wife's business. I know you guys started during the COVID year, and that's kind of when I got started too in real estate. But I want to hear from your side of the story. What made you get into real estate in the COVID year, especially why during the COVID year?
Yeah, so we were just starting to date, and we were kind of hanging out in our apartment a lot, and we had a tenant in my girlfriend at the time's apartment, and they dipped. So we had to find something to do to pay the rent, and my wife was talking about Airbnb. That was the first time I had heard of it. And we started it. It was working well, and we just kept going. We were doing better than everybody else in the area, and started making some serious money with it. So
okay,
we started to continue doing that. Yeah.
Now I'm a fan of Airbnbs, and I want to pick your brain right now. So what is it that you did to start it off? You said there were some people that lived in an apartment. They kind of vanished on you. So what's the process of just going in your head with your wife? What did you guys get into? How'd you guys go about doing it?
I mean, we were actually strapped for cash at the time, so we didn't do too much. We just we kind of updated the furniture. My wife does design, so she kind of has an eye for it. Makes it a little easier. But really, we just cleaned the place up, painted the walls, and going through the listing, we were really scared to list. We actually should have done it way sooner, but we were just so scared because we just wanted everything perfect with what little money we had. So I wish we would have just started sooner. Just getting the major things, and when you go on the Airbnb platform, they show you what they like to see. Having a private room, private bathroom, private kitchen. So we just made sure we had all the tenant stuff out, look clean, look good.
Okay.
And just listed it. Yeah, we just took our own pictures. And, yeah.
So when you said listed, was it a apartment? I apologize. When you said listed, was it an apartment or a home or?
Yeah, it was an apartment.
Okay.
In Greenbelt, Maryland.
So you subcontracted it?
Yeah, we sublet the apartment.
Okay.
And I mean, we didn't even know it was against the rules at the time, but yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, but we didn't know that. We just thought it's just like Uber or something, just use your own car for. So yeah, we sublet at first, and then we found out the rules, and then we went to counties that actually allow it. You got to check your county and your city that you're doing it in. But
okay, now what are some things that we like for the average person that's listening right now, checking us out, listening to Ryan and Angelica from Dreamstayhomes? You can follow them on Instagram at Dreamstayhomes. I had a chance to check out this stuff. It's a lot of information. So what's some things that you have to check for as far as the rules have changed as of recent, right? A lot of rules have changed because more people are involved in Airbnb. So you would just go down to your local city halls or whatnot and ask for documentation as far as Airbnbs, or is that something you get from lenders?
Lenders, I'm not sure if they're even
okay.
I think they're a little too slow to that. I would say go to your county website. They actually get paid. That's their job to help their citizens out in their county.
Okay.
So you can just call someone up. This is what I want to do. This is what I have. This is where I live. And they can tell you exactly. But if you want to do the research, go to the city hall meetings. They can tell you if the regulations are changing or if they're starting to regulate. but definitely go to your county website. That's the best resource.
Okay.
Um,
Now I want to, because you guys said you guys subleased. You guys didn't know.
yeah, yeah.
So the average person thinks that you have to actually own a property to Airbnb it. What can you attest to that?
Yeah, that's actually not the case. We do not own a single Airbnb that we have. We've had up to 4 at one time,
Uh-huh.
and of course that's a benefit. There's some cons to that, but if you're just starting and you don't have a house, you don't have like 20,000 for a down payment, you can start an Airbnb with about $3,000. We got in, paid first and last month's rent, and we're able to furnish a place with, I think, 1,500 is what we spent. And a lot of times people get into Airbnb thinking they're gonna have like a normal tenant where you sign the paper and then a year later you re-sign a lease. It's way more labor intensive.
Uh-huh.
So co-hosting is a great way to take care of people's problems. You know, they
Okay.
think they can be a property manager and they don't want to deal with it, the back and forth with the host or the guests. So if you can take care of a homeowner's problem, just say, hey, I can see your score is pretty low on Airbnb. You know, I can help you raise your rate, boost your SEO, clean up your listing, manage the property for you, and just split the profit. That's a great way to start. And that requires no ownership, no money down even. So,
And this is really crazy, like that I'm hearing this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're talking to Ryan from Dreamstayhomes at Dreamstayhomes on Instagram. We'll have all the information posted in the link below. Definitely give him a reach out to him and let him know you heard him all the way from California, wherever, because he's in Virginia. So you're trying to say we could go to like, I'm not saying nothing is binding legally what we're talking about. We're just having a conversation for the people that's listening. So you're trying to say we could possibly go to a management company or a homeowner and say, hey, I can help you, rent your property out, list it. And what do you think about this Airbnb act? If it's in Airbnb on purpose, if it's in the right place, right?
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
I mean, yeah, that's how we started. We asked an apartment complex, which usually they just say no right off the bat.
Yeah.
But you can get up to like 100 no's before you get a yes. So don't be discouraged either. Like
Yeah.
that's just the more you ask, the closer you get to the yes. The more
Okay.
no's, the closer you are to a yes. So don't be discouraged. And yeah, just talk to homeowners, especially you go on Craigslist. If you see like a rough listing and you're like, oh, I could just change some wallpaper or throw some paint on it, you might do way better than what they're doing, because a lot of people don't have time or the resources or the eye for it. You know, it depends what your skill set is, but
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot you can do.
Okay. And now,
Yeah,
when you get into something like that, I know that when you talk about Airbnbs, you hear about this, and when we read a lot dealing with real estate, and you hear the word arbitrage. Talk a little bit about where that comes in. That.
so arbitrage is similar to subletting. We do corporate leases, but you're renting a place and then renting it out on Airbnb to make the profit. So you get, after the rent is paid, the utilities are paid, all the rest is profit for you.
Okay.
And you don't own the property, and you don't have too much money. It's a great way to start in real estate because you don't have to actually own the property versus furnishing a house you own. You got the down payment, the furnishing, the taxes, all that. With this, you just need to have enough for the first and last month's rent and whatever you need to fill up the unit, the bed, TV, etc. So it's a great way to start in real estate.
No, it's definitely interesting information because I've heard about it and I've heard a couple people touch on it, but talking to you now, I kind of have a better understanding. Like, oh, okay, you're acting as a like a 1099 or like a third party as far as for the management company or the owners, which is actually benefiting them and taking some weight off their shoulders.
Yeah, and it makes them more money than a regular tenant would as well.
Okay.
They're only getting maybe a third of what you could get off Airbnb, and with no work. If you're doing the work for them, I mean, that's all profit for them.
Okay.
And you're keeping their place like tip-top condition. You know,
because
it looks
you're
like a
doing
showroom every single time. Like
because
that's the best tenant you can
you're
have.
handling the operations part of it, right? As far as even the cleanup and things like that. Even like if something went wrong, you would go like you have some kind of contract with them, like, hey, we'll go ahead and take care of it. This is part of our obligation or something like that. Since we're
Usually in our contracts, we'll do something like anything 300 or less, we won't ask you. We'll just take care of it and
yeah,
take away from the profit or the revenue.
yeah,
Anything more than that will come to you first. Or, you know, we want to paint this wall or buy this couch. Are you okay with that? And then,
yeah. Okay.
yeah, you just get the okay. But usually you want to keep everything in the contract, make it as detailed as possible, and make sure everybody understands their role. So that way there's no confusion, nobody gets upset.
Gotcha.
No miscommunication. So
Okay.
just be upfront, don't lie, and when you sign a lease, make sure you're doing it right.
And you guys have said you guys are managing 4 properties as of right now, correct?
No, currently we have 2. We have another one on the way.
Okay.
And our next one we're actually looking to buy. We've been doing arbitrage the whole time, and there's pros and cons, but we want to own something, especially right now. You know,
Yeah.
after 3 years, we could have had appreciation and
Yeah. No,
depreciation.
I got you. Now I want to ask you, what's a couple cons doing with the arbitrage? Because we hear the benefits of it. You know, you just go in and fix it. What's a couple cons as far as, you know, working with the arbitrage? Because we hear the benefits of it, but what's some things that, you know, that people need to know that they're getting into?
Well, what happened to us actually, a different management company took over our apartment complex, and they just said, we don't do Airbnbs. So when your lease is up, it's up. So that was a 60 days. We had to terminate our lease, which we had all this following. We had like a bunch of direct bookings. It was a really great spot. It was very unique, very cool. And
hey,
that is a huge con.
Hey, that's a big con right there.
Yeah.
So
I mean, but yeah, if you rub people the wrong way, you know, you're putting yourself at the mercy of an apartment complex or a homeowner.
okay.
But there's a lot of homes out there too. So
I like that, man. I'm enjoying every bit of this. I want to talk to you a little bit about your company, Dreamstayhomes. Where are you and the wife headed to? What do you guys see yourself? I know you just said you trying to purchase a property. Where purchase a property, trying to buy more properties. Talk to me as far as where we can check, because I want to check in with you, man. I love this information that you're dropping on us. So where can we see Dreamstayhomes in a year or 2?
I mean, we're looking the next 6 months to own a home. It will be an investment property, so it will be some kind of Airbnb or some kind of attached dwelling unit or something. But yeah, our goal is always to make a unique experience for someone. So we're trying to make the most unique, amazing Airbnb you can find. And you know, renting from other people, it's really hard to do that. So our goal now is to either build or buy and just create something new for guests. Okay. So 1 home next year, maybe 2, maybe 4 as the years go on. But yeah, our goal is to just buy, especially the way real estate is right now. Yeah. We really want to get in soon. So. Okay. Man, like I said, I appreciate you for hanging out with us. I know it's late out there in Virginia. I want people to know, man, this is Dreamstayhomes at Instagram. But go ahead and give them your information where people can check you out. It doesn't matter platform or email, whatever. I know you're all the way in Virginia, but hey, you never know who might be on the way out there from California or where or whatnot. Yeah, definitely. Instagram at Dreamstayhomes is the best way to reach us. We have a Facebook, same Dreamstayhomes. But Instagram is the best way to reach us. And you can reach us directly if you go to info@dreamstayhomes.com. So. Info@dreamstayhomes.com. We'll have all that information in particular under the description, man. Hey, it's definitely a pleasure with you. I want to develop a Zoom relationship with you, man. So don't go nowhere. I want to keep getting this information out to people because I think it's valuable of what people can do, because you taught me a lot as of today as well. Yeah, nice. Yeah, and hopefully I'll talk to you in like 6 months. We'll have some good news for you. You know.
Yeah,
some changes. So
I'm definitely looking forward to it. Let everybody checking out the real estate experience with me, Travon Smith. We got Ryan and his wife Angelica, who couldn't make it on tonight, at Dreamstayhomes on Instagram. We'll have all the information below. Hey, stay close and follow this story, because they just started in 2020, and like we try to express to all our listeners, subscribers, and people checking us out, it's possible. You just have to, you got to jump. You just got to jump in the pool. Don't touch the.
yeah,
Don't,
take a chance.
yeah, don't put your toe in and see how cold it is. Just jump on in and swim to the other side. So I appreciate you, man, and have a good night, and let you out get some rest. I know you had a long day, but definitely I'll keep in touch with you.
All right, good to meet you, Travon.
All right, boss, have a good one.